G'day guys, how are we going? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use a ferrocerium rod firelighter to get your campfires going, especially during winter when everything's a little bit damp. And I've also got a couple of options that we're going to use for firelighters. So let's get into the video. Righto, the ferrocerium rod. Now we're going to shorten that right up. It's a bit of a mouthful, so I was going to call it a ferro rod, but these are fantastic for, especially if you're going to do a lot of hiking. You know, they're lightweight, they don't weigh anything, don't take a lot of room, so fantastic to throw in your backpack if you go out in the middle of winter and want to get your fire going. Full driver's campus there for anyone. So, you know, paper and matches, that's this sort of thing, this time of year, just the damp air can generally stop those things working, whereas these will generally get your fire going. If you know how to use one properly, get your fire going every single time. So we've got a couple of options here we're going to use for firelighters to get these going, because you can't just, you know, get some wood out there and just start throwing a spark at it, because it's not going to light any day of the week. You've got to have a couple of options to get these things to light your fire. So we'll get into a few of these options and we'll show you how to get this fire going. Okay, so when you buy one of these, buy your ferro rod new from the shop, the rod itself will come with this black protective coating all over the rod. So you got to make sure that you scrape all of that off before you're going to get yourself a decent spark going on, because if you don't, you're going to buy it from the shop, go and use it for the first time, going to be sparking away and nothing's going to come off. You're going to think, you know, what's wrong with this one? It doesn't work. Well, that's why, because you've got to get that black coating off, get down to the raw material that's underneath, and then you're going to start getting a good spark coming off it, like so. So I've got a couple of options here in this little box here. Just keep this in the back of my four drive ears that I use for firelight, especially over this winter time when everything's, you know, a bit damp and wood's a bit wet. And all it is just, you know, normal firelighters, that everyday firelighters that we all carry around, and just some cotton wool balls just as another option to show you how to use one of these to get your campfire going. Now, you could just spark that up by itself, and yeah, that'll burn, no worries, but it's going to burn pretty quickly. So mightn't give you enough time, you know, to get your campfire going. So this is where the Vaseline comes into play. So just get your Vaseline, give it a good dollop of Vaseline there on the bottom of it, like that. Put that out there where you're going to light it. Now to use one of these, I keep the striker in, which is the striker plate there, keep that in my left hand, and I like to keep that firm, keep it on the ground there or on the top there like so, and I don't move that one. And then the rod itself, the ferro rod itself, I like to pull that away from what it is that I'm trying to strike here, because if you go the other way and you push the striker at whatever the source is you're trying to light, you could end up knocking it with your hand, and then you knock it all over, and then you've got to start again. So I keep that nice and firm there, keep it on the ground, about a 45-degree angle, nice firm grip on the rod itself and the rod handle, and just pull that back like so, and there we go, bang, straight away, and that's lighting up. And you know, with the Vaseline on it, it's going to burn for a fair while, and then give you sort of enough time there to grab your kindling and get your fire going. And then the other option is, leave that one going. The other option, don't worry, it's not going to burn the log down. Everything's so wet out here, but it's not going to burn that down at all. And then the other option with this is the firelighter. Now, to throw a spark straight at that, it's 9 times out of 10 it's not going to work. So you've got to break it down just a little bit to make it happen. So I just get some shavings there, just shave it away just with the striker plate from your lighter here. Just get a small pole going there like so. Keep him handy because he'll come into it a bit later on down the track. And then same deal, keep that one there nice and firm on the ground. That one doesn't move, and then the striker, then the rod here, just pull that away, get a good spark going, and bang, there we go. And then that's when these come into play. Now you could put one of those on top of there, or even a bigger one, put that on there, or even top of that one. And it's going to, you know, give a lot more time once these things start burning, a lot more time to get your campfire going, and so you stay nice and toasty warm. And as you can see, you know, if it's windy, they don't blow away either, because with the Vaseline on the bottom of the cotton wool ball helps it to stick on the ground there, and so it sticks on the ground, and it also makes it burn for a bit longer than just a normal cotton wool ball by himself. So there's my couple of options there for firelighters for getting a campfire going this time of year when everything's all damp and wet. So there you go guys, I'll put these out now. Got a stick down here, put them out like so, but in the meantime I'm pretty keen to hear what you guys have got and what you use for firelighters. So until then, I'll see you out in the bush someday.